So alright y'all, welcome to the Chris Show this week. For today's show, we have Justin Bieber out here looking desperate for a #1 song. He dropped this new song called Yummy. Let's just say it's not been going well for people that aren't believers. I'm going to talk to you about the desperate attempts Justin Bieber has done to potentially place over #1 Roddy Rich and give you my opinion on the song in general. Also, we had Lil Boosie was in the news last week. He wore a Kappas shirt. And you know Greek affiliations, when you're not Greek and you wear their Greek letters, they get offended, they start threatening you and accusing you. But Lil Boosie isn't the right person to go into with these things. So I'm going to go into what happened, what transpired, and is beef still ongoing or did things settle? But also we have Lizzo in the news again, and she's in the news because Jillian Michaels, if you don't know who that is, she's like the public fitness person for the big weight loss challenge show. Either way, she's a health fitness person, and she had some comments on Lizzo's body. Jillian was talking about why she doesn't understand people are promoting Lizzo's body and not just her music. And then she went out of pocket and talked about her potentially having diabetes, so she had backlash. So I'm going to go into all of that as well. And lastly, I know I talked about it way back in November when Omarion dropped Lil Fiz in Apryl, but we have an update on that situation, and Lil Fiz and Apryl have broken up. And I'm going to give you the info why and does it have to deal with Omarion. So be sure to turn into the Chris Show this week. So Justin Bieber's back in the waves, and it hasn't been very positive. Justin Bieber, you know, he made music in the early 2010s. He had crazy fanatics, the believers. They cut for him when they figured out he was smoking weed. He had a cult fanatic. Now he's trying to make his comeback, and he dropped this new single called Yummy. And if I could, I would show you guys a 30-second sample of it, but you guys know how copyrights go. I'm not trying to get this taken down. If you guys want to check out the music, you know the many of ways to check it. You have Amazon, Apple, Pandora, Spotify. Either way, you could check out Justin Bieber Yummy. But if you want to take my word for it, that wasn't it for me. That was a mediocre ass song. It was not good to listen to. It wasn't good for the ears. It was just, you know, it's a throwaway song, or it's a song that's on an album that you skip and you go to the next song, or it's a song you play in the club and, you know, you dance a little bit. It's not going to be something that you're like, damn, I can't wait for this to play again. Either way, it's not something you really want to hear again. But Justin Bieber, who's so used to being #1, always having #1 songs, he's desperate to get #1. And I'm going to show you how desperate he is. So for this part, I'm going to read it off his Instagram. So Justin Bieber, you know, he has a big Instagram. And he was going, how to get Yummy to #1. So he said for Spotify, create a playlist with Yummy on repeat and stream it. Don't mute it, play it at a low volume, let it play while you sleep. Then he had iTunes. Buy the song on iTunes. Buy the song multiple times on Justin's website. Remember, this is Justin's comeback, and if we all come together, we can give him his 6th #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Share this post with everyone, let you know, let's do this. That's beyond desperate. That's just not like reaching desperate. That's something you expect from an artist that's trying to come up, and like, you know, they have like a little cult fan base and they want to get their numbers up so they can stream and people can figure them out. But you're Justin Bieber. You've already had 5 #1 Hot 100s, and I don't ever remember you telling people, please stream this song. You know why you're telling people to stream this song? Because the song is mediocre, it's trash, it's not good. That means you should go back in the lab and figure something out, or use that money you have and get some ghostwriters. Not every artist has to do their own music. Beyonce don't write her music. Michael Jackson didn't write their own music. Get some ghostwriters, get some better music, and try again, because Yummy was not it. You trying to do all these things to get past Roddy Rich's The Box song, which is really good and really talented, it just looks bad. It's gotten so bad, Roddy Rich himself is saying stream Justin Bieber Yummy, because he knows the song is not good and it's not better than his. So Justin Bieber, the comeback so far, you are 0 for 1, my guy, because that song was not hitting, it's not good, and if you thought this was the best song to come back, I'm kind of scared what else is on the project. So you guys let me know, did you enjoy this song Yummy? How desperate does Justin Bieber look to you? Because to me, I've never seen someone of an artist of that caliber be that desperate to get #1. Like, yeah, there's another thing to say stream my song, but when he did the whole Spotify thing and play it overnight or create a playlist and play it at a low volume, that's when you just cross the line of desperation. I can't vibe with it. And it's sad because, don't get me wrong, I'm not a Justin Bieber fan. But if you are a Travis Scott fan and you know the song Maria, I'm Drunk, you know Justin Bieber was a great feature on that song. So ever since that song, I'm like, I'm not going to go out and listen to his music, but I don't want the guy to openly fail either because he was a cool feature artist. But if you're going to be making music like that, Justin, you don't need to be making music. So let's hope that was just a really bad mistake. You get back in the lab and you try something new. And we'll see next week because the billboards, they dropped the new #1 on Monday. So when I drop the video, we'll see if Justin Bieber's Yummy is #1. And I'll let you guys, we could discuss it in the comments. Alright, so if you ever been to college, you know, you have the Kappa, you have the Sigma, Delta. There's a lot of Greeks you can pledge. When it comes to those Greeks and their pledges, there's a long line of history that goes like to 300 to 200 years. Basically, there's a lot of pride and empowerment in wearing that stuff for them. And if you're not one of the Kappas and you're wearing their stuff, they get offended and they even want to provoke you or try and fight you. But a person of a higher stature like Lil Boosie, who also isn't above being with the shits, is not the person you're gonna come at. So Lil Boosie posted on his Instagram, so him wearing a Kappa shirt at an NBA game, and that's when people on his Instagram comments were saying, hey, you aren't Kappa, why are you wearing that? And then, this is where it really got funny, because you know on Twitter, you see a lot of funny stuff. I started seeing Kappas on Twitter starting to threaten Boosie, like, if he don't take that down, or you don't know what's gonna happen to you and stuff like that. I'm like, do you know who you're talking about? Lil Boosie's not someone to play with. Lil Boosie is someone that has served prison time for a reason. He's not someone you fuck with. And the Kappas felt a certain type of way, and Lil Boosie saw all this hating thing, so he took to his Instagram saying, I see you guys do your little dance and shimmies to wipe me down. I'll not wear the Kappa stuff going forward, but y'all gotta teach me how to shimmy. You know Lil Boosie a character, so he make everything funny. So he made light of the situation and lowered it down to something that could have escalated if he wanted to turn into a nigga moment. But he decided it did not need to be a nigga moment, so he brought it down. He even had a Kappa on his Instagram video teaching him how to shimmy, and he was doing it. So he turned the situation, like I said, that could have escalated to something like, I dare y'all to try me to, you know, I'll take off the thing, just teach me how to shimmy since y'all always doing it to wipe me down. And that is a good ass song. Never forget that. But also, Kappas, you need to learn, not everything is some life or death or threatening things. Some people really just don't know and they buy a shirt because they like it. It's okay to educate people on things without having to threaten them. It's okay to be like, hey, don't wear this. It's alright, it's cool. In fact, Lil Boosie wore it, and everyone's talking about it, is raising awareness to your Greeks. So you guys should be happy that he wore it because it's bringing awareness and bringing people to talk about it. But I would say it's negative because Kappas look pretty corny to the general public. They look pretty corny to me. Let me know in the comments. Do you think the Kappas overblew it? Do you think Lil Boosie handled the situation well for keeping it down? Or do you think anyone actually would have escalated? Me personally, all I thought would happen would be internet threats and Lil Boosie keep walking on with his day, because ain't nothing gonna happen. So I'm glad the situation did play down so we don't have to even do that fake situation. Okay. So Lizzo was in the news again last week, and like most Lizzo news, she didn't bring it upon herself. We have former famous trainer Jillian Michaels. If you don't know who she is, she was part of the Celebrity Fat Loss show, and she's big in fitness and everything. When she was on a show last week, and she had some comments about Lizzo and her weight, and instead of me just telling you what she said, let me show you the clip.
Why are we celebrating her body? Why does it matter? That's what I'm saying. Like, why aren't we celebrating her music? Because it isn't gonna be awesome if she gets diabetes. There's never a moment where I'm like, and I'm so glad that she's overweight.
I feel bad for Lizzo because she's not bringing it upon herself, and people just keep talking about it and bringing it up. But it keeps being brought up because fans keep throwing it in our faces all the time about the body positivity and all of that. And it's really great, and I'm proud of her for it, and I'm proud that she has a market and avenue for women to feel accepted and feel beautiful for who they are. but Jillian Michaels is the fitness trainer and she felt a certain type of way. People are just started roasting Jillian for that. I see it as she was right and she was wrong. She was wrong in how she went about it, but she was right in the sense that when it comes to Lizzo, everyone's always talking about her body and not her music. Because musically, Lizzo is talented, but when do you actually hear people talk about her music? You know she has a song, Truth Hurts, but what else do you truly hear? All you hear about with Lizzo is either people talking about her or her doing a little dance in the Lakers thing, and now people talking about her body weight. I want to get to a point where all we're talking about is her actual music, because it actually is good and it's good for them, but are never talking about it. And as far as her weight, it's cool to have body positivity, but we also do need to know that being overweight or to that point does cause health problems in your later ages, and it is good to start trying to find ways to lose weight. You don't have to lose it all at once. You never have to be as slim or, like a Coke bottle, but it's good to get to a weight where you can control it and the diseases get to a lesser level. I feel like in America now, it's either you say something, you're fat phobic, or you say something against them, you're for them. There's never a middle ground. Like I said, I can see Jillian's side, and I see the people that are attacking her because, one, she came very mean and dirty about it. She seemed really nasty and ill will. So it's right to attack her because it did seem pretty unnecessary and unprovoked too. But she did make some fair points because, like I said, when's the last time you heard Lizzo talked about and it's just her music? So yeah, let me know in the comments, who do you agree with? Do you agree with Jillian with her whole assessment and the whole diabetes attack? And lastly, the other reason Jillian was really wrong is because anyone of any size could truly get diabetes. Halle Berry had diabetes. So saying Lizzo can get it when anyone truly can get diabetes, that's where I feel like Jillian was wrong and people are starting to come at her for that. So yeah, let me know in the comments section, how do you guys feel about this? Do you agree with Jillian all the way? Or do you agree with the people that are attacking her, that saying that she's completely wrong and just leave Lizzo alone? Or are you kind of in the middle ground with me, that you realize that Lizzo gets talked about a lot because of her body instead of her music, and you think that, it's good to promote body positivity, but it's also good to promote, healthy futures and things like that. There's a middle ground for things, and I think people always forget that. So let me hear you in the comment section. Okay, so in a previous video, I talked about Omarion and Lil Fiz, and that he dropped him off the 2020 Millennium Tour because Lil Fiz was dating Omarion's baby mama, Apryl, and they felt a certain type of way and rubbing it in Omarion's face, so he did the trump card. And he won. Now that that's kind of fizzled out, that was like over a month and a few weeks ago, we got some news with Apryl and Lil Fiz, and that relationship now is over. You mean to tell me that Lil Fiz fumbled potentially $5 to $10 million over a relationship that didn't even last a full year? Apryl says they broke up, she wants to focus on her kids, but let's be real. We all know this breakup happened because Omarion won the trump card. They were trying to rub the relationship in his face and he didn't care and he moved on. So now their whole the reason that it had that fire or lust just died down. Then they realized, hey, we're not even gonna have money anymore. So they probably went their separate ways. But the biggest fool in the situation has always been Lil Fiz. Think about all the money you could have been making for years to come, just touring with Omarion and B2K. Now he went with Bow Wow and the others. You're at home, sitting there wondering, what am I gonna do to make money? Cause let's be real, nobody is going just to see Lil Fiz on tour. You can't tour by yourself. You never had a solo career to make it on your own. Omarion had the solo career, you didn't. This is why you don't bite the hand that feeds you. This is why you stay loyal to people that are going to help you get where you need to be. But apparently Lil Fiz never learned that lesson. Apryl, you ain't loyal either. You have kids with him. You don't have custody of the kids, so I don't know what you're gonna do in your situation either. it just goes to the situation that people try and spite someone. In the end, they only spite themselves. There's a reason why, for me, karma's the best revenge. Because when you try and bring revenge into your own hands, sometimes it can really backfire on you. And this is the biggest example of that. So we'll see going forward if B2K ever has a reunion, or Omarion and Apryl or end up on good terms for the kids or something like that. So as of now, all three of them, they've gone their separate ways. Omarion's going to be touring next year, making that money. Lil Fiz is going to be rethinking his life, why he was doing what he was doing. And Apryl's just going to probably try and think of the next man she could see to maybe make money with. I don't know. But yeah, that situation. So yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you, guys. That is a lesson you need to learn here today. So yeah, this is mainly what I wanted to talk about this week. You know, the US and Iran situation. There wasn't too much transpired to really give you a huge update on it. I'll let you know when that happens. Also, the Meghan and Harry situation. I could have touched on that, but I feel like my subscribers don't really care. Me personally, I don't really care about that situation, so I didn't. Justin Bieber looking desperate on his return was really funny. You've never seen someone of that status be that desperate to try and get #1. So let's hope that he actually doesn't get #1, because that's sad. He going out sad. Then we had Lil Boosie, that's always comedy with these Kappas that took something that was not that serious. They wanted to make it serious, but good thing he downplayed it. Then we have the Jillian Michaels being dirty with Lizzo. Like I said, I feel bad for Lizzo, but Jillian did have some good points. Just she came about it the wrong way, and bringing up diabetes was ill will. And lastly, Lil Fiz and Apryl make better decisions in 2020. That's all I can tell you. So with the Chris show going forward, I'm going to be posting shows 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern time on Mondays. So that's 9 o'clock for you West Coasters. Whether you're on your lunch break, you're home for that day, you work a night shift, or you're coming home from work, that's when you should tune in to Chris. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share with this video with your friends if you enjoyed it. This Chris, I'm out this motherfucker.